In a worrying development for democracy in the Balkans, the closure of Al Jazeera Balkans is not just the end of a respected outlet, but signals the beginning of a dangerous period for global democracy. In a region where media freedom has long been under strain, this is just the latest casualty. Since the beginning of 2025, the Western Balkans region has seen a wave of closures of traditional media outlets, which for decades have been critical voices for peace and democracy in the region. Without the transparency and accountability that these outlets have historically provided, the risk of increased government repression becomes increasingly real. The situation is being exacerbated by the Trump administration's decisions to cut off U.S. funding to the U.S. Agency for International Development, USAID, and the U.S. Agency for Global Media, USAGM. These agencies have been vital to the functioning of thousands of independent media outlets, including giants like Voice of America and Radio Free Europe, which have reported for decades on authoritarian regimes in Europe and Eurasia. In Serbia, this wave of media closures has been accompanied by repression of civil society, student protests, and attacks on journalists. Meanwhile, Kosovo, North Macedonia, and Bosnia are also facing new political and ethnic crises that require accurate and credible coverage. This new era, called post-journalism, is not just a period without free media, but a reality where truth becomes irrelevant. In this scenario, information will be abundant but worthless. Truth will be technically accessible but structurally negligible. And traditional media will continue to exist, but weakened by disinformation and lack of trust. If the democratic community does not intervene now, the Balkan region will be the laboratory of a new global order, favoring authoritarian regimes. Brussels urgently needs to change its approach. Journalists and media should be seen as a necessity for democracy, not as peripheral projects. The real challenge is not just to preserve traditional media, but to rebuild journalism as a public good.